Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luke Monster, and today we're going to be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series Anakin Skywalker from The Phantom Menace. Now I have to say, this is a figure that is a long time coming. We've been asking for a young Annie for a very long time, and we finally have him in the line, which is so incredible. Taking a look at the box here, we do have this amazing mural artwork on the side. You can tell he is a pretty short figure, so he doesn't take up a ton of space on the mural, but that does leave some nice room for some of the Tatooine landscape here and the houses in the background, and I think that looks really nice. Flipping around to the back, we do have the same artwork, and of course we do have the bio. You can pause and read it if you would like, and this is number 2 in the Phantom Menace line. There's not a whole lot else going on with the rest of the box. Now, unfortunately, mine does have a little bit of damage on it, but that is not the end of the world, because we're going to go ahead and get this guy open and take a close look at everything this figure has to offer. Alrighty, so we have Anakin on the spinny stand, and I gotta say, I think this figure looks incredible. It is a brand new sculpt head to toe, and he has a lot going on. He does have a backpack, which is his only accessory, which is a kind of a shame. We will get into the accessories here in a little bit, though. But other than that, I think the sculpt is great, and this is a great representation of an Episode 1 Anakin. So let's go ahead, get him off the spinny stand, and take a close look at all of the articulation and detail that this figure has. I think for what this figure is trying to be, a young Anakin Skywalker, I think it's great. It does that perfectly. With all of the modern articulation of these new Black Series figures, even a tiny, smaller figure like this has incredible articulation. And while I do think it could have used a little bit more paint and maybe a dark wash on the clothes, I do think all of the sculpting and detail is really, really good. But where they really knocked it out of the park is the head sculpt. I think that this thing looks just like a young Jake Lloyd. It looks incredible. They really knocked it out of the park. He even has these little freckles on his face, which I think looks good. And overall, even the hair looks amazing. I do think he does have a little bit of the shiny face syndrome, but it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be, and it's definitely getting better. And I do think the big bright studio lights are causing it to show up a little bit more on camera than it actually does in person, especially on the face. I do think the hair is slightly shinier than normal, but the face definitely looks great. But I do absolutely love the dark wash they put in the hair. It really gives it some depth, and it's something that I wish they would have done on the Shin Ha-Ti figure, because that is a figure that really needed a dark wash like this Anakin got. Anyway, going over articulation, he does have a ball joint at the top of the head and the bottom of the neck, so great range of motion there. Looking at the arms, they can go all the way around, and they can go up into a T-pose, of course. Now, I am doing the articulation with the backpack on because that is how I plan to display it, and so that's how I plan to test the articulation. Now, I am trying to look in the arm there, but I'm not seeing a butterfly joint, but there very well could be one in there. It's just not visible if there is one in there, but it is kind of hard to see, so there very well could be one in there. He does get past 90 at the elbow, and he does have a swivel and a horizontal hinge on the right wrist, and he does have the exact same, but with a vertical hinge on the left wrist. Looking at the abdomen, he does have a ball joint at the abdomen area, so tons of range of motion there. Looking at the legs, he can kick up pretty high. He does have a cut down the side of his shirt here, and so it does get some pretty good range of motion. And because of that, he can really get into a splits. Now looking at the knee, just barely not 90 degrees, but I think it definitely gets the job done. Then looking at the ankles, he does have rockers and of course pivots. So good range of motion, and for a tiny figure like this, he does have some really solid articulation. Now, as far as comparisons go for this figure, unfortunately, I don't have a ton of Phantom Menace figures to compare him to. I don't have like a Qui-Gon or Darth Maul. I do have the Celebration exclusive Obi-Wan Kenobi here, but he is on card, and I don't really plan on taking him out of the card, but I guess I can kind of show him off here best that I can next to Anakin here, but I do have the Phantom Menace 3-pack coming in the mail in a few months, and so once that one gets here, I can always do a new comparison. But comparing him to a few of the figures that I do have, here we have the Episode 1 Anakin in the middle, Episode 2 on the left, and Episode 3 on the right. This really is the evolution of Anakin Skywalker, and I think it looks great. It really turned out incredible, and it's nice to finally have the Anakin Skywalker from all 3 of the main prequels, and I can't wait till we get an updated Episode 3 version. Because out of these 3 Anakin, Kid Anakin in the middle is the best figure of the 3. And continuing with comparisons, we do have the brand new Phantom Menace Padme on the right, and the Phantom Menace Battle Droid on the left. These are really the 2, I guess, standard Phantom Menace figures that I do have, and I think they all look great next to Anakin here. And then last up for comparisons, just some of the other Jedi that were in the Phantom Menace. We do have Mace Windu on the left, and we have Ki-Adi-Mundi on the right, looking incredible. And my Ki-Adi-Mundi review should be out within the week, so I'm really excited for that. Really quick too, I just want to look at his backpack here, because it is his only accessory, and I think it's a nice space looking backpack. It seems pretty accurate to the Phantom Menace. We don't really see him wear it a ton, but we do see him wear it a little bit, so I'm glad they did include it as an accessory. But I think as far as accessories go, there's 2 that I really would have wanted, and that is the pod racing helmet or the Naboo starfighter helmet, because we do see Anakin wear both in the film, and I think that would have made great accessories. Considering this is a smaller figure, I think they could have definitely included both of them, and it would have made the value feel a lot better for such a tiny figure at a full price. Regardless though, I still do really love this figure. He's one that we've been asking for a long time, and it's just about time we finally got him in the line, so I'm really happy we got him. And just because he doesn't come with a ton of accessories doesn't take away from the figure itself, and the figure itself is quite incredible, and it's exactly what we were asking for. Now, I am really glad that Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are getting a re-release, because it's going to be great to put them all 3 together on the Phantom Menace shelf. Overall, I give it a 5 out of 5. He's exactly what I was expecting, and I'm pretty happy with the figure. So let me know down in the comments what you think, and if there's anything else you would have changed or added, let me know down in the comments below. But that is going to do it for this review. If you did enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.